Welcome to this SciDocs instructional video on how to automatically deploy a free Linux server on IBM Power8 in the cloud. This video assumes that you already have a user account at SciDocs, so if you do not already have a user account, you may want to view the instructional video titled How to Create a New User Account at SciDocs. This video is available from the SciDocs knowledge base under the category of instructional videos. And you can get to the knowledge base from the SciDocs website on the main menu bar by clicking on Support and Knowledge Base. The first step in deploying a free Linux server on IBM Power8 will be to open a browser window and point the browser to scidocs.com. You'll see the SciDocs homepage, and in the upper right hand corner of the screen you'll see a link labeled Account. Press this link to display a pull down menu, and in this menu press Login. The login screen will be displayed where you will enter your email address and password associated with your SciDocs user account. I have a demo user account set up for the purpose of this video, so I will enter video@scidocs.com and then the password associated with that. And you would of course enter your own email address and password and then press the login button. The account home screen will be displayed where you can view several different types of information, including the number of active services you have, any invoices that are due, any support tickets that you have open, and a variety of information such as that. Since this demo account is a new account, there will not be any active services, invoices due, or open support tickets. To automatically deploy a Linux on Power VM, go to the main menu bar and press Hosting, and then from here select Linux on Power VMs. From here a screen will be displayed with a couple of options for ordering Linux on Power8 VMs. The first option is for ordering one-time short-term VMs, and the second option is for ordering monthly reoccurring VMs. And the difference between these two is the one-time short-term option allows you to lease by the day, week, or up to a month at a time, whereas the monthly reoccurring option allows you to lease by the month and then automatically reoccurs each month. The one-time short-term option does not automatically reoccur when the lease expires. You must manually extend or renew the lease. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to order the free trial of a one-time short-term lease for Linux on Power VM. So I will press the big blue button labeled Click Here for a free trial, and that will display the Linux on Power free trial screen. So from here we can scroll down, and in the pull down menu there's a list of available free trials. You can choose between the Linux on Power Ubuntu option or the Turbo Lamp option. The Turbo Lamp image contains the Zend PHP and MariaDB and is already configured as a web server. For the purpose of this video, I will choose the Linux on Power Ubuntu, which is the base level image. Now you can have both free trials if desired, but you have to order them separately. So once you've selected the type of free trial you want, press the Go button to place this item in your shopping cart. This will display the order summary screen where it will show your new order with the discount code automatically applied. From here you can verify that your order is correct and then edit or remove the item if needed. Notice that it shows the price of the VM, but then discounts the full amount so that the total due is 0. From this screen you can continue shopping by pressing this button, and this will allow you to add additional products and services to your shopping cart before you check out. For the purpose of this video, I will just press the checkout button to continue with the order for this one single item in the shopping cart. This will display the checkout screen where you can finalize your order. This screen will show you all of the items that you are ordering. So we see the one item that we put into our shopping cart is here with the free trial options associated with it. It will show you the details of the user who is placing the order, and it will show you the payment methods that were configured by the user when the account was created. And then we can also enter any additional notes or instructions that we want to provide for our VM that we're ordering. So when you have completed that, then you need to check the checkbox next to the statement that says I've read and agreed to the terms of service. And after that, we can press the complete order button to finalize the order and begin the build out process of the newly ordered VM. This will display the order confirmation screen, and our order number is shown here. Now from this screen we can view the new services we just ordered by going to the account menu bar and selecting services and then my services. And this will display a screen showing all of our products and services that we have ordered at SiteOx. Now since this is a demo user account and it was a new account, it will only have the one service that we just ordered, the Linux on Power VM. And we can also see that it is in a pending state, and that means it's in the process of being built out. So it usually takes about 10 minutes to create and configure the VM, so I will pause the video while that takes place. I'll resume this video once the build out is complete. Alright, I'm resuming the video now. The Linux on Power build out is complete. The server is now active and ready for user access. However, we still see this screen showing the Linux on Power VM as pending. So I will refresh this screen and update that status. And now we see that the Linux on Power VM shows that it is in an active state after I refresh the screen. So the next question is, how do I access the new Linux VM that was just built? How do I connect to it? Well, during the build-out process of the VM, you would have been sent an email to inform you that a support ticket was created that contains your connection information. The email contains a direct link to a support ticket at SiteOx, so you can check your email, click on the link, and access the support ticket containing your connection information. Or you could just go directly to your support tickets by going to the account menu bar, selecting support and tickets. And you see that under our support tickets we have one support ticket here that says it contains connection information. Now before we look at that, let's go look at the details of the Linux VM that was just built. So to view the details, we're going to go back to the account menu bar, select services and my services, and we see our Linux on Power VM again in an active state, and we also see this button here labeled view details. So we're going to press the view details button, and that displays a screen that shows us the details of the VM. And from the details we can see things such as the host name that was assigned to it. We can see the amount of time it was leased for, and in the free trial that gives us a 2-week free trial. We see the operating system that was selected, the number of processors, the amount of memory, and the amount of storage that are associated with this free trial VM. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can also see the expire date and the terminate date of the VM. The expire date is the date and time of when the lease will expire on the VM. At this date and time, the VM will be suspended, but it will not be removed. Everything on the VM will still exist, but it will be inaccessible after this date and time. The terminate date is the date and time of when the VM is deleted and removed. The VM will not be recoverable after this date and time. Now, the web interface will allow you to add time to an active lease by extending the lease, and you can extend or add time to the lease up to and until this expire date and time. Now, however, the procedure to perform the extend on a VM lease is covered in a different video, so you'll need to see the list of instructional videos in the knowledge base to view that video. But be aware that in this View Details screen, there is a function called Extend Server Lease. So this will allow you to add time to your existing and active server leases. But to extend a lease, be aware that you have to do that before the expire date and time. After this expire date and time, then you would have to do a renew function, which only appears in this detail screen between the expire date and the terminate date. So again, the procedure to renew the VM lease or extend the VM lease is covered in a different video, so you'll need to see the knowledge base for those videos. So now finally, let's go see the connection information. Let's go to the account menu bar, and we'll go to support and tickets to view that support ticket that contains our connection information. So we see this screen that displays all of our open support tickets, and we see that we only have the one single support ticket here. And so I will click on that ticket to display its contents. And in that support ticket, you can see the connection information. You can see things such as the host name, so you can connect to the system using that host name, and it shows you the connection port, the firewall connection port that has been assigned to your VM, and you'll see a randomly generated username and a randomly generated password that you can use to log in to your VM. You can also see an example of an SSH command that could be used to connect to your VM. Now be aware that the only firewall port opened for your VM will be an SSH port, so you will have to use an SSH tool to connect to your VM. You can use the SSH command as shown here in the support ticket, or you could also use PuTTY or some other SSH tool. But if you use PuTTY, remember to use the firewall connection port that is provided and the host name that is provided. So again, to review how we get to our connection information, how we can view our connection information, we can go to the account menu bar and select support and tickets as we just did, and here's our support ticket with our connection information. Or we can go to the account menu bar, press services and my services, and go to the VM and view the details associated with the VM and look for a link in those details called connection information. And that is it on how to automatically deploy a free Linux server on IBM Power8 in the cloud. If you would like additional information about SiteOx, you can go to siteox.com and view the knowledge base, and in the knowledge base there are lots of instructional videos out there that describe how to perform all of the features and functions associated with automated deployment of systems into the cloud. There is also a list of services provided by SiteOx in the knowledge base, and there are lots of how-to articles out there as well. That is the end of this video. Thank you for listening and watching.